Hi everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into CrowdStrike's latest filing, and let me tell you, it's got a bit of everything. Director drama, accounting firm approval, and the usual corporate dance. Will this be a smooth watch or a complete system crash? Let's find out. But before we start, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below where you can discuss this report and more with other finance enthusiasts. Scrolling state securities and exchange come as scroll. This is an 8K form, which companies file to announce major events. Think of it as a corporate status update. In this case, CrowdStrike filed this report because they held their annual stockholder meeting. Scroll is a report date of earliest event reported. June 18, 2025 scroll. This report is dated June 18, 2025, which means the events discussed happened on or around that time. This is important because it tells us when these decisions were made and what information the company had at that time. The main point of this filing is to report on the results of the votes that happened at CrowdStrike's annual meeting. Proxies for the annual meeting were solicited pursuant to Regulation 14. A scroll of the meeting was run by the rules. Regulation 14A specifies everything about proxy votes, so shareholders are informed about significant company events. On April 25, 2025, the deadline to be eligible to participate in the annual meeting, CrowdStrike had almost 250 million shares of Class A stocks available. The first big item on the agenda was electing directors. Directors are like the company's governing body. They guide the overall strategy and make important decisions. Let's look at the results. Kerry Davis received roughly 105 million for votes and 53 million withheld votes, which is kind of strange. Withheld votes means people didn't want to vote for him but didn't vote against him per se. Plus there was also 42 million broker votes. When a broker is not instructed how to vote, they are not included, and that becomes a broker non-vote. George Kurtz had about 154 million votes cast to put him on the board for 3 years, and only about 3 million votes withheld. Those are incredible figures that show overwhelming confidence. This is something very good. Laura Schumacher had 97 million votes in favour and 60 million votes withheld, with 42 million broker non-votes, which is closer to Kerry J. Davis. Then the shareholders voted on their choice of accounting firm. PricewaterhouseCoopers will continue as CrowdStrike's accounting firm. They got 197 million votes in favour of them against only 2 million votes against. This is pretty much a formality, but it's important to make sure the company has trustworthy people checking the books. The report was signed by Bert Podbier, the Chief Financial Officer. This means he's vouching for the accuracy of the information in the report. Alright, that's our decoder on CrowdStrike's report. Time for my thoughts. CrowdStrike is clearly in a strong position. They were able to get their directors elected and accounting firm appointed, but a lot of shareholders voted to withhold for some of the directors' election and not others, which could indicate some level of reservations for their nomination in particular. Overall, CrowdStrike seems to be steering in the right direction. While they're not immune to market risks, their strong financials and smart moves, especially during the current economic climate, suggest they are building a solid defense against potential downturns. What's your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.